Yo, what's up? First video, 2 years.
It's been that long for you?
Yep.
Yep.
As you can see, we've got this guy right here.
Hi.
And we did something today. As you can see in the background here.
We watched a pay-per-view.
One of the worst of all time.
December to Dismember 2006.
And we watched it.
And we rated it.
We took some notes.
And rated it.
We're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
Starting with Eminem versus the Hardy Boys.
Well, first, before that, I want to get your initial thoughts. What, did you have anything going into it? High expectations? Low expectations?
Well, I've seen the pay-per-view
same.
in the past, but
Same.
it's been
How many
5-6 years maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew it was a bad pay-per-view, but I didn't think it was quite that bad.
Yeah.
Because I didn't remember a lot from it
Mm-hmm.
the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
This is still a pretty fucking poor show. It was still bad.
Let's start it off with the first match, Eminem versus the Hardy Boys.
This match, I think, was the second best match of the show.
Yes.
It was very good. Some of the...
Stay in frame.
I'm sorry. Some of the things, Jeff did botch a kick in the corner, where I've noticed that.
Yeah.
He did botch that one. I remember I think it was like first quarter of the match where Jeff was going for a kick and then completely just missed.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. I remember the Hardys also did a wheelbarrow
Oh, yeah.
flip thing.
Yeah, I kind of said a lot of double teaming in this match.
Yeah, I noticed that.
More than your normal tag match. Not that that was a bad thing, because a lot of the moves they did were good moves.
Yes, great moves.
One thing I hated.
Melina.
Yeah, Melina screaming
God,
and getting involved in.
I don't know if you noticed this, but I sure did. When she was attacking Matt on the sideboard, it looked like she kind of had her pussy in his face. I noticed that.
Keep this PG. Keep it PG.
Sorry, but yeah, Matt Hardy reversed a double suplex too with the match and turned it into just really cool.
Yeah.
And then I remember when Jeff was with the hot tag, Jeff came back in. He did a flying forearm and just completely missed him.
Yeah.
That was just...
But then we got to the ending of the match with the supposed to be double twist of fate off the top, and then the swanton onto both Mercury and Nitro.
Yeah.
And then Hardy goes for the pin, and the Hardy Boys win the match. I gave it 2.5 stars out of 5.
I gave it 3. I gave it 3 stars.
It was a decent match. I enjoyed it.
Why 2.5 and not like 3?
Because I wanted there to be like room, because I knew that the Chamber had a chance of being way better, and I just wanted to like have that big space in there so I'd have room. Plus, I've seen better tag matches as well.
Obviously. Yeah, we have.
But there's also been worse.
Yes, there's also been a lot worse. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It wasn't a perfect match. I just thought it was an average match, honestly.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I expected it to be. It was okay.
Right down the middle for me, 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm just only a little bit ahead. Next, Matt Striker versus Balls Mahoney. This match sucked, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought the match was so bad that I was good. I honestly did. Matt Striker,
the biggest... Striker rules? Really?
It's so stupid, but great. It's great. Matt Striker had his face on his trunks.
Yeah, that was...
stupid. Rick Rude is the only person who's ever actually perfected that.
Yes.
True. Matt completely botched DDT. He did. I don't know if you wrote that down. I did.
No, one thing I did write down, though, that I thought was kind of funny was the fans were chanting balls for Balls Mahoney.
Yeah. But I did like when Matt did roll Balls into an arm wrench. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't a bad match. Yeah, there were some sloppy bits, but from a technical standpoint, it wasn't all either great. But there were some spots in there that were like, okay, this is pretty decent. And coming from an amateur wrestling background, and I can't say that.
Yeah, you can.
It was the actual wrestling part was really good. I enjoyed that a lot, actually.
I gave it a 1 star out of 5.
I gave it 2.
I didn't enjoy it as much as he did.
I still hated it. I just thought it wasn't one-worthy because I saved that.
I've never been a big match striker.
I've always
wrestling fan. I've always preferred his commentary over his.
I enjoyed both.
Wrestling.
Enjoyed them both. Okay. Yeah.
Elijah Burke and Sylvester Terkay versus the FBI.
I feel like the FBI are underrated.
First off, who was that freaking manager that they had?
I was gonna write that down.
I wrote that down.
FBI manager outfit.
Yeah, the outfit she wore, but also who is she?
I don't know. And holy, it was a lot of holes in there, and I actually saw something.
The TNA chants because of the muscle
we're not
buster.
We're not there yet.
I'm there.
Oh. I want to talk about some stuff. The FBI in the beginning of the match had some really fast-paced action that I really liked. Good, quick tag team action that I kind of like with some, kind of like what I like Lucha House Party, but not as great, but still fast.
Lucha.
There was some fan chanting that said, "Where's my pizza?" And I thought that was funny as hell.
Yeah, I like pizza too.
Nunzio near the end of the match, Nunzio completely missed a baseball slide.
Yeah.
He literally just slid, and then the Terkay guy just missed. And then there was a post-match beatdown with and Elijah Burke and Sylvester Terkay won and there was a post-match beatdown with the Samoa Joe Muscle Buster, which doesn't even do that move anymore. I don't think it does. No. I understand.
Well, all because of Tyson Kidd's injury from it. Anyway.
2 out of 5.
I gave it 1 out of 5. Again, not that entertaining all that much.
If it wasn't for the fan chants were funny. I enjoyed that a lot, and the FBI actually were really good in this match when they weren't being completely destroyed. And the Elijah Burke can wrestle. I've seen it. I know he can, and he was a decent wrestler. And the Terkay guy, the Terkay guy wasn't actually that bad of a wrestler per se. He was okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't great. I already have a second page.
But now we get to
Daivari versus Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, Daivari and Tommy Dreamer. First off, I would like to say I missed the end of this match because it was so boring. I used it as my bathroom break.
I had to finish it so I could write some stuff down. How many notes did you write for this match?
1.
I wrote 2. Kali got interfered and got injected.
That's the one thing I wrote.
Yep. And Daivari won by a roll-up by grabbing tights.
Not much to talk about the match. I gave it 0 stars out of 5. Not much to talk about.
Terrible.
And I hate talking crap about Tommy Dreamer because I love him.
We do both love Tommy.
He's probably my favorite ECW star in history.
He's close.
But,
he's so close for me.
Yeah. But the next match isn't much better. It's a mixed tag. Mike Knox and Kelly versus Kevin Thorne and Ariel.
Ariel screaming.
Yes.
It's bad. It's almost Carmella and Iconic levels of bad.
It was Kelly's very first match that she's ever had to, and she just botched.
I think
he had his notebook over his eyes like this because he didn't want to see it.
Fucking bad.
But
and Ariel had made sexual faces and remarks the whole time.
I will say this: I gave it
a 1.
half a star.
I gave it a 1
only because Mike Knox and Kevin Thorne saved the match.
Yes, they did. They wrestled, and
what they did saved it. If it was just Kelly versus Ariel 1-on-1, that probably
would have gotten negative stars.
Worst match in the history of professional wrestling.
I can't even say that because Cameron tried pinning Naomi on her stomach.
True.
I gave it a 1 out of 5 stars. The only reason I didn't give it a half a star like he did is because the whole Mike Knox leaving because he left Kelly, it did exactly what he needed to.
But let's talk about what happened after this match with the Sandman.
The Sandman came and beat the piss out of Kevin Thorne. That was great.
That was awesome.
Anyways, the whole thing with Mike Knox and Kelly had been going on for months, right?
Yeah.
Where she was talking a lot about CM Punk. And the thing is, this match wasn't for the match. It was for Mike Knox to walk out on Kelly. That was the point of this match. And for that, I think it deserved at least a star because it told the story it absolutely needed to.
Yep.
I'm looking at it not just as a match, but storyline as well.
Yeah.
Finally, and we're already almost done, and it's not even 10 minutes yet. Oh, it is 10 minutes.
But finally, the one match that's actually
watchable.
Yeah.
Extreme Elimination Chamber. We had RVD, Test, Big Show, Bobby Lashley, Hardcore Holly, and
CM Punk. But Sabu was supposed to be in the match. Earlier in the show, he got attacked backstage by somebody who we don't know who. And Hardcore Holly was the replacement.
Oh, there's a reason why he was taken off. Because apparently some people in the back were calling him useless, and he just was written off.
But I do enjoy the Extreme Elimination Chamber concept. I do think if they did that
better
today, I think it could still get over, like have a weapon in each chamber pod.
I get why a lot of people say this is one of the worst Elimination Chamber matches, and it is.
One of the worst, I wouldn't say the worst.
Because it was way too short.
Yeah, it was short.
And the eliminations
and just because the show as a whole
was so short.
What happened beforehand wasn't all that great to begin with.
Yeah, I take.
So,
let's talk. What notes? How many notes do you have for this match?
1, 2, 3, 5,
7. I had RVD landing on the ropes.
Yeah,
after the chamber.
He did like a rolling thunder over the top
thing.
rope.
I'm talking about he landed on the ropes. That way. And after jumping off the chamber, something like that. And then rolling thunder over the top rope. I also have that. And then CM Punk did botch a monkey flip.
Yes, he did.
He did. He completely fucking botched that. Yeah, it was terrible. Test scraping RVD with a crowbar, and right at the beginning of the match, he was.
I wrote that down too. RVD was already busted open,
which he was pissing blood.
Yeah,
it was bad.
And then Test comes in with the crowbar and stabs like RVD in the head.
He was scraping him, wasn't he? Yeah. That kind of thing.
Stab, scrape.
And then Test jumped off the pod and landed on RVD with a chair on his face. Which
one thing that happened before that you forgot to talk about was the referee count botch with Hardcore Holly. Like, the ref didn't even count to 2. Or no, he did. He got 1, 2,
and then I think he hit
and then he just stopped.
No, he did hit
and he said Hardcore Holly was out.
I'm like, the fuck? And then, yeah. Bobby Lashley...
I do want to talk about that Test elbow drop, though.
I did.
Off the chamber.
With a table on RVD's face.
Yes.
Not a table, chair.
Yes.
Just went...
Test landed, like, leg first, I thought.
On RVD's face.
Yeah, on the chair, too. And I thought... I'm surprised Test didn't break his leg.
I'm surprised RVD didn't get a concussion. Or
that, too.
Like that. Yeah. And then, Bobby Lashley actually used the... Yeah. He was in the chamber, and stupid Paul Heyman guys just blocking and making sure Bobby Lashley did not come out of that pod.
Yeah, so Lashley used the table to bust the chains on the top of the pod, and then he climbed out over the top of it to escape.
Yeah. And then here's the thing. They didn't use the table. They didn't put anybody through a table. Yeah. They had it, never used it. They technically used it, but never, like...
That moment where Bobby Lashley busted the chains was the only time that it was actually used.
Yeah.
I thought...
And then Bobby Lashley did reverse a choke summon to a DDT, which is always nice
to see. He did. And then, eventually, at the end, he speared the Big Show.
1, 2, 3, new world champ. We all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
The problem I think everyone had at this match is because CM Punk did not win. And all the favorites just... did not win.
Yes.
Well, I think secretly they knew Bobby was going to win.
Yes. Anyway, I gave the match 3.5 stars.
I gave it 4. I loved this match.
I liked it too.
I legitimately loved this match. It was so fun. It was fun, exciting, and I enjoyed it from beginning to end.
Match of the night.
Match of the night. Well, what else is there?
Good point.
Good point.
The only reason I
didn't give it the 4
I didn't give it the 4 or higher was because
it's too short.
Okay, that, and I'm like the biggest CM Punk fan. Like,
oh, that's why.
Come on, like
he was the first one eliminated.
Exactly, and all the fans there after he was eliminated were boos. You heard it.
It's Roman Reigns before Roman Reigns.
Pretty much.
Well.
Anyway, Bobby Lashley comes out with the victory.
And holding the belts up and whatever.
holds the belt until Backlash 2007, where he
Fucking Vince.
lost
Anyways,
it again.
how many stars of 30 did you give this match?
8.
I mean, this show.
8.
I had 12. It's still Is it the worst pay-per-view I've ever seen? No. No, it is not.
It's close.
It's so close.
It is a contender for
It is.
one of the worst. The show as a whole, I would give maybe like a 5 out of 10.
I would give it a 3 out of 10.
Like, it's not terrible, because to me, there's a difference between bad and terrible. It's not a terrible show, but it's a bad show.
I think it's a pretty terrible show, honestly. It's not like, oh my god, disgustingly bad, but I still think it's a terrible show. I thought the matches were boring, and all the top stars were in the chamber, and I understand why the rest of the under the card kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But you could at least get better wrestlers.
Yeah.
And Tommy Dreamer losing to Daivari, I mean, the shit.
Yeah, right.
The fuck. Anyways.
No cussing. PG.
Sowie.
Anyway.
This show's bad.
So, in this bag here...
Oh wait, would we recommend the show? Just for the chamber match. If you want a really dumb, weird chamber match, go watch the match.
If you like bad wrestling, then yes, go watch it.
If you like weird...
If you like decent wrestling, watch the chamber match and maybe Eminem versus the Hardy Boys.
No, if you're a dumb hardcore fan and just want to see some bullshit, go watch the chamber match. I legitimately love that match.
Yeah.
And I hate matches a lot of people like. But yeah,
So, in this bag, I know it doesn't look like it because the bag is huge, but every single pay-per-view on the WWE network, WWE, WCW, ECW, and NXT are all on there.
And the TNA. Oh, we have the...
yeah, I have 3 TNA pay-per-views too that I didn't put in here yet, but I'm thinking about it. But this is how we're going to determine what pay-per-view we're going to review
now,
next.
when are we going to do these?
Whenever we have time.
Like every 2 weeks? We can? Maybe?
Yeah, we'll try and shoot for one every 2 weeks, which will be about 2 reviews a month. If we can do more, we'll do more. If we can't, we won't.
Can't. No.
But you want the honors to make the pick of what pay-per-view we're doing next, or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it. Right in the middle of the pack. Ready? We have SummerSlam 1998.
Okay.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's backwards.
For them, it's not. But
SummerSlam 1998. Come on.
I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah, same. I thought it was gonna be.
It's an Attitude Era pay-per-view.
Oh wait.
So.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
That's not how you spell it.
But yeah, SummerSlam 98. We're wasting time.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway. Yeah.
Hold on. It's working. Oh, that's the Stone Cold and Undertaker. Oh, goodness gracious.
And that'll be next time.
I'm excited. I'm so excited. I actually love that show. It's so good.
See you guys next time.